What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the whitelist. We have mentioned the whitelist on a number of occasions. We've even shown proof of the whitelist, that proof being emails back and forth between a COD partner and an Activision representative. And a lot of large content creators seem to laugh this off. Okay, they said that it was a troll post. They said it was all for clout. They've said that the whitelist doesn't exist. Many of them, too many to name in today's video. But what I will say is that Jgod has finally managed to come out and admit that the whitelist does exist. And we're going to show you that in today's video. So if you do enjoy the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. So the clip we're about to watch now is of Jgod in his most recent upload on his YouTube channel, which says huge Warzone anti-cheat news, how will it work, shadow bans, whitelisted accounts and more. So within this there are a couple of things he addressed, but I want to focus on the whitelisted section. If you guys want to check out the full video, I am going to link Jgod's video in the description below, so you can go and check that out and see exactly what else was spoken about. But we're going to focus on the part where he discusses the whitelist. And keep in mind as well, guys, how many content creators called us jokes, how many called us clowns for believing that the whitelist existed. And also remember why I stated the whitelist existed, and that being to protect the large content creators from mass reports. Let's take a listen of what Jgod has to say about what was spoken about between him and the Activision representative. Let's take a listen now.
Thing. So one of the things they talked about during the Q&A portion was this supposed whitelist that a lot of people talk about. And it seems like there's a lot of confusion on this. The guy pretty much explained, the guy who was in charge basically explained they use a whitelist for two different reasons. One is to make sure that somebody who's maybe popular doesn't get thrown into the shadow bans from getting mass reported. Are those reports still tracked? Yes. It just doesn't mean that they're going to automatically be thrown into the shadow ban lobbies where they're going to be in these high queue lobbies. On top of that, they use it for the World Series of Warzone to make sure that this person is able to get into a specific lobby. Does that mean that people are able to get better matchmaking? Who knows? They didn't talk about that. But what they did say on top of this is that there is no system in place that would make somebody untouchable if they were whitelisted. Specifically, that is the word. He said nothing in the system would make someone untouchable, meaning that regardless if you were whitelisted, if you threw on cheats, you would be banned. There was nothing stopping a player from being banned. If the anti-cheat wants to detect their account, they are not untouchable. So if they have not been banned after this, they're likely not cheating.
Okay, so everything that's been stated there has confirmed what I have said about the whitelist all along. The main part that I've always spoken about and always reiterated within my videos is whenever anybody has been confused about what the whitelist was about, it was simply just to protect these large content creators from being mass reported and shadow banned. And of course, that is an acceptable reason for it. He's also gone on to say at the end there that there is no way that anybody is protected against the anti-cheat. Even if the person's on the whitelist, if they were to inject cheats, they could still be banned by the anti-cheat. It's a kernel level anti-cheat, guys, that's been introduced to Call of Duty Warzone, which is a good thing, but the downside to it is easy anti-cheat is also a kernel level anti-cheat, and people still cheat in Apex Legends, people still cheat in Fortnite. How long are they able to cheat for? Well, some private cheat developers are able to bypass the kernel level anti-cheats. Doesn't matter which one it is, for the right price, anybody can get around these things, but this does mean that a lot of the cheaters in your games will disappear. All the people who can't afford to pay the price for a decent cheat, they're going to end up disappearing because they're paying £10 a month for whatever crappy cheats they're using. And even though they've been getting banned and making new accounts over and over, they will get bored of it with the anti-cheat in place, hopefully. And let's hope it does work, and let's hope it works better than easy anti-cheat. But another thing I want to address now is all of the people who have said that the whitelist doesn't exist, calling us clowns for saying that there was a whitelist. Have you got anything to say now? Now that your boy Jgod has gone and confirmed it, that the whitelist does exist, and that it does exactly what I've always said it does. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get any apologies on that front, but that's fine. Another one of the big things is simply people talking about how do these large content creators with a 5 or 6 KD get into easy lobbies. Well, Jgod did state in this video that it's been confirmed by somebody at Activision that they were able to hand select a specific lobby for the World Series of Warzone, which was already confirmed in the past by another content creator, which we have made a video about. That will be linked in the description below as well. But in this video, Jgod also confirms that he wasn't able to get a definitive answer from the person at Activision as to whether or not they were able to hand select lobbies for these streamers and content creators who are whitelisted on a regular basis, or whether or not it is just for the World Series of Warzone. So the whitelist does exist, guys. We weren't wrong. We were always going to be right. With the amount of proof that we've had, with plenty of COD partners actually reaching out to us and stating that it existed, why would anybody doubt that for a second? Now, of course, there are people all over Twitter using the whitelist as if it's a joke, as if it doesn't exist. Modern Warzone, that news outlet Twitter handle, he's talking about the whitelist as if it's a joke, as if it doesn't exist, but it's just been confirmed by your boy Jgod. Now, Jgod did mention that it doesn't matter if somebody is on the whitelist. This is based off what somebody from Activision had told Jgod, by the way, guys. They stated that it doesn't matter if anybody is on the whitelist. If they inject cheats, they are not untouchable. But we've seen it in the past where streamers have actually been banned live on stream. With them being on the whitelist, they are able to have direct contact with somebody from Activision, and they are able to then speak to them and gain their account back. If you remember, we'll look at this video here. Stu Kawaki actually found himself with a permaban live on stream, and within 3 hours, whilst he stayed live on stream, he was able to get his account back. Now, at the time, did he have direct contact with anybody from Activision? No, but the people he was playing with decided to give him that contact and put him in touch. That involved Tommy and it involved Mutex as well as a couple of others. But somebody mentioned to Stu Kawaki at the time, do you remember that time your account got hacked? It could be to do with that. I think that person was Mutex, but don't quote me on that. And then Stu Kawaki used that as his reason for why his account's being banned when he was contacting the person from Activision. And within 3 hours, he had his account back. Not to mention the fact that he had already admitted to the fact that he had used an unlock all tool to get the camos, or he paid somebody for the service who used the unlock all tool to unlock all the camos on his weapons. And then even then, when he got his account back, all the camos were still on his weapons and everything was unlocked on his account. So even if they are detected, even if they do use cheats and are detected, is there a chance they will be able to get their accounts back and use some form of excuse to blame somebody else? It's a high possibility. And just to add a little bit extra onto the end of this video, I want to talk about the new anti-cheat that's actually been incorporated into the game. A new initiative for Call of Duty. Ricochet anti-cheat fights unfair play across Warzone and Vanguard. New kernel level driver coming first to Call of Duty Warzone. If you guys want to see the article about this anti-cheat, I will post a link to that in the description below. Kernel level is a high level anti-cheat, which is good news for anybody who is still playing the game legitimately. This means that a good percentage of the cheaters will be gone from the game. The unfortunate thing to think about here now is that easy anti-cheat is kernel level as well, and there are so many people cheating in Apex, there are so many people cheating in Fortnite. There is just no way to permanently get rid of every single cheater within the game. How many streamers are actually going to find themselves permabanned from this? But the thing is with this anti-cheat is that it will scan to try and detect cheats that are injected at that time. Does this mean that it will detect any cheats that have previously been injected? Does it mean that it will detect any files on your computer if they are not injected? Or does it just mean if you inject those cheats on that day and then try and load up that game that it will detect them? So anti-cheat for Warzone is a massive positive. But does this prove whether or not people have cheated in the past? No. And I think that there will be a massive difference in people's gameplay moving forward. Keep an eye on people's KD, because the KD will drop. Not quickly, because you've got to remember some of these guys have played thousands and thousands of games, but their KD will not drop over a short period of time. But just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the average kills per game. Keep an eye on how many new world records are going to appear after this anti-cheat arrives. Well, there we have it, guys. It's pretty straightforward. Everything I have always said about the whitelist seems to have been confirmed by an Activision representative when Jgod had a conversation with them on a Zoom call. So no matter how these content creators seem to have painted an image of me making this whitelist up or saying that it will stop people from getting banned even if they're rage hacking, I have always stated that I believe the whitelist to be to stop large content creators from being mass reported within a game. and recent times actually showed that they were able to use this whitelist to hand select a lobby for the World Series of Warzone, which left a big question mark hanging over it of whether or not they could actually select lobbies whenever they felt like it for these COD partners and these whitelisted streamers. And even Jgod didn't get a definitive answer about that. If you did enjoy today's video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support this channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. And if you want to keep up to date with all the unbiased esports news, go and check out the second channel, Triple B Extra. All the Triple B news videos will be posted on there from this point forward. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!